Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm sharing the layouts that I made during the month of March 2022. Okay, so I started off the month of March by finishing up a workshop kit that I had started in February, and I had done the Close to My Heart Wonderland scrapbooking workshop, and then I had the scraps left over, so I finished up what was left of the scraps from that kit. And this is one of the layouts I made. It's called Throwing Snowballs, and basically for this one there's a video, but I just took the scraps as they were and laid them out on the page and then made a title using cardstock, using the leftover cardstock to map my photos and to print my journaling and to punch some shapes. So there's a video for that one. And then this is the last one I made from that collection kit, and it is called Skating in a Winter Wonderland, and it has a ton of cardstock on it. I backed my cut file in cardstock, which I don't think I've done before, but it turned out very nicely. And I used my leftover cardstock to cut a title out of from a cut file and some snowflakes from a cut file and punch some shapes, print my journaling, map my photos. So yeah, I even stenciled on this. There's also a video for this one. And then this is a 2-page layout. Maybe I should do this a little bit differently. Hang on. Nope, that won't work either. This side. Okay, so this is a 2-page layout that I did with the Creative Collaboration Community, which is a couple of Close to My Heart consultants who share their talents with their community. It is a membership only, and they are opening up their membership for the month of April. And so I will be showing you a bit more of what they do. And if you decide to join in with us, it's a great way to use up your stash. If you are a Close to My Heart consultant, they allow you to use a lot of what they teach for your business, to elevate your business. They're just fabulous ladies that share so much information, and I don't find the membership to be very expensive. So yeah, check them out if you haven't already. They're going to be doing an extravaganza, which is open to the public here pretty soon, and I'll make sure to have that information available to you guys when it starts. And if you do decide to join, make sure you tell them that I sent you. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything, but they like to know where their business is coming from, and I might get a free month of membership if you tell them that I sent you. So anyways, this particular layout was called quilted cardstock layout, and so the technique that we learned was making these quilted squares out of strips of cardstock. It was a really fun technique. I think some people found it addictive, and made a lot of things with it. So that's the layout I made from that membership group this month. And they put on a lot of classes, like 2 a week, but I can't keep up to that, so that is my one. And then I went to an InPerson Crop, which was super exciting for the first time in a really long time. And I took a class kit with me. This particular class kit was one that I picked up at the Canadian Scrapbook Carnival. One of the Close to My Heart consultants there was selling off of her overstock of class kits, and so I was able to pick this one up for a fairly reasonable, inexpensive, in my opinion, price for the quality that I got. So this was the first layout I did during the crop, and it turned out so beautifully. So she had the consultant who made these kits, she had stamped all of these images. I just had to color them in, and she planned the layout. Comes with full color PDFs and instructions. I think the PDF was like 16 pages long. It's amazing content. And I will have her information linked below. Her name is She goes by Create by Jennifer on Facebook and Instagram, and this particular kit was the Daisy Meadows kit. So, but she makes brand new kits with all the time, and they're really truly amazing. So here was the first layout I did from that kit, and this was the second layout that I did with that kit, and both of them, as you can see, are just so super cute. Sorry about that, I got interrupted. So this was the second layout I made with the Daisy Meadows kit by Create by Jennifer, and it's also very beautiful. Now there are 2 more layouts in that kit that I didn't get around to because I was busy chit-chatting, of course, and these do require a little bit of time because we have to color the images, and this was a punched out cut file that I backed with cardstock, and so that took some time too, but the layouts just turned out so beautiful, as you can see. And so yeah, definitely check her out, her site. I'll link it below. And so there's 2 more layouts that goes to this kit, and I just left them in my crop bag for next month when I go again. Then I went into my box of unfinished or partly finished classes, and I pulled out this one from, it was a Crop and Create attendee kit from a few years back, and I had 1 layout left to do in it, so this was the layout that was left to do in the kit, and it turned out so sweet. And it's just of my family, my little granddaughter when she was born, my grandson, and my son. And then I had the scraps on my desk from that, and so I went ahead and did a sketch support, and there's a video for this one as well if you want to check it out. So Jennifer, no, I'm wrong, it's not Jennifer. Jennifer was the last girl I talked about. Allison Davis from Scrapbook Generation puts out a free sketch every month. I'm sorry, the sun is like in and out of the clouds and it's driving me bananas. Anyways, so she does a free sketch every month with 4 or 5 different blog posts with 4 or 5 different takes on the sketch on her blog, and then she does a video at the end of the week with all 5 or 4 or whatever it is in it, and then you can go into her Facebook group. There's a whole video on it. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out my video, and definitely check out Allison's information down below. And then I still had lots of scraps from that collection kit, so I decided, class kit, so I decided to do another episode of Class Kit Crush, and this time around I used a sheet of page maps. So page maps is a free sketch website, and so you can print the sketches off, and there's new ones every month, so I will definitely link that below, and there's a video for these 5 layouts too. So I got 5 layouts out of the scraps from that class kit, and they all turned out really fun. So there's a video for those if you want to check that out in more detail, how I used I did a batch scrapbooking round and got those done. And then I went into the SG Scrap Squad, Scrapbook Generation Scrap Squad on Facebook, and did an online crop with them. And with those same scraps, I made this card, which was one of the challenges for the crop. And super cute. And I just kept using those scraps because even though I had thought I'd killed the kit and just had tiny scraps left, I could still punch a few pieces out of that, right? So then what was left of that, I cut into 2x2 squares and made another layout that was a challenge from the SG Scrap Squad free online crop last weekend. And so I did put those together, and I did end up having to pull a couple of scraps from my scrap bin to add to it because it didn't quite cover the whole, I think it was 16 squares. So I think this one, and this one are from a different kit. But it still turned out super cute. And look at how little paper you need to make a layout, right? So then from there, so that was on the weekend, and then the Sunday of that same weekend, I did a use your own product class with Jennifer Edwards and Creative Inc. I do these, I've been signing up for these once a month since January, and I absolutely love it. It really gets me motivated to use my product. You don't have to buy anything, you just buy the workshop, so it's $25, and we make 5 layouts on a Sunday. And I don't have any trouble completing those layouts on that Sunday. So I feel like that's a really good use of my time, and the $25 is definitely worth it for me to feel motivated to get this done. So this was one of the layouts. I don't know what order they go in. I think this was the first one, but I'm not sure. And it was just using some 5x5 squares of patterned paper. And then I used, these were from like a Valentine's collection, but they were perfect for this. And I used that same collection, that Valentine's collection, and made this Mother's Day layout of my grandson's first Mother's Day, or my daughter-in-law's first Mother's Day, I guess, depending on how you look at it. And this is another one from the Use Your Own Product, and I really loved this little thing here. And she showed that you could use washi tape and all kinds of just like tiny scraps. But what I did was I cut the branding strips off of these Simple Stories pages because they're not the full length, right? They're like 8 inches or something. And so I used those. And look how cute that is. So sweet. And I think that the sketch was actually a different way. But she shows 2 ways to use the sketch. So she'll show you a sample page, and then she'll create with us, but she'll turn the sketch or flip the sketch, or yeah. Anyways, so I really enjoy her classes. I used to go to her classes in person when she taught in Calgary, and I miss them. So this is the next best thing, I guess. So definitely, if you haven't already checked out Jennifer's site and she also sells product and cut files and digital printables. So check her out. She's got a lot to share. This is another one from the Use Your Own Product. This was a Bo Bunny collection, Valentine's collection. And then I used the foam stickers from that other one. I think it's called Sweet Talk by Simple Stories. Here's another one I made during that class, and this one was with the Little Lumberjack collection by Echo Park, and it has nothing to do with camping or outdoors. He was just wearing this buffalo plaid button-up shirt, and so I thought the papers went well with the pictures, and it's just about him going around the table and charming everybody. And then the last layout we do during that class is a double pager. And this particular time she focused on using 4x6 photos, which she usually uses smaller photos, so it's kind of fun to use the 4x6 photos. I was able to get a lot of my already printed photos onto layouts, which was cool. So this was the double page layout, and I used that Simple Stories Sweet Talk collection for this one. And this is actually a Valentine's Day layout. And I did it with a Valentine's collection. There you go. Imagine that. So this was her first Valentine's, and I just happened to be able to be there for that. So I just love her. Her mom gets these shirts made. She got this one made for her first Valentine's Day, and our grandson had one for his too. And I'll do a layout about them both wearing a shirt like this, but it says, "Will you be my Valentine?" because that's our last name. So super cute. Anyways, so that is all the layouts, and I will have linked below the Close to My Heart workshop, the Creative Collaboration Community page. I'll link to their free Facebook page. That's where you'll be able to find the extravaganza, and there are free classes if you go to their videos, media videos. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. Anyway, If you go to their media in that free Facebook group, there are some videos, class videos there from previous extravaganzas. So every time they open their membership, they do free classes, and they're both card classes if you're a card maker, and also layout classes. And I think there might be a mini book or some kind of other project on there too somewhere. But anyways, so I'll have that linked below. I will have the Create by Jennifer page linked below, and Crop and Create kits linked below. I'll have my playlist for Class Kit Crush series in case you haven't watched that yet. It's a really good resource for different ways that you can use up your class kits, because we don't just want them sitting around taking up space. We want to get them into our albums so that we can make room for our new goodies, right? I will link also to the SG Scrap Squad down below, so that if you're interested in their free online crops and winning some points at the Scrapbook Generation store, you can definitely go there. They're very inspirational. I will have a link to Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc. and her Use Your Own Product workshops, as well as Allison Davis's what do you call it, sketch support information. So I think that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. Hit the show more button under the video description to find links to all of the things that we talked about today. If you have a question or comment, just leave it down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And if you would like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone.